Good morning, Shadow. How are you, buddy? You doing okay? She had a good night last night, didn't we? Yeah. And look, no cone. Listen, I'm going to go out and feed everybody, okay? You stay in here and don't be loud. Mama's still sleeping, so be quiet. Be a good boy. If you have to go potty, going out the door, it's open for you, okay? All right. There you go. Okay, there we go. That's it. Oh, there we go. This a good boy. Okay, you be a good boy. Good morning, everybody. Grandpa Doss Farms. And these are the chickens. Hi, chickens. I'm a little late, I know. Come on out. Come on. Welcome, everybody. If you've been with us a while, thank you so much. Some of you have been with us now for 4.5 years. My goodness, we certainly appreciate it. To those of you that are brand new or been with us for just a little bit, we thank you too very, very much. Hope you enjoy it. This is Magneto. Magneto is our one rooster, takes care of 23 hens. He is a black AM Samani. He was one of 6 that started out. Chad, our oldest son, who has Doss Farms, y'all probably very familiar with Chad. Hi, ladies. Somebody laid an egg in the new one even last night. Somebody worked all night. Thank you very much. But Chad had 6 little ones, had them in some kind of a pen. A raccoon came one night and actually got 5 of them, and Magneto was the only survivor. So he's been with us now. He's a little over 5 years old. He's a good boy. He's a little ornery, but he's pretty good. He's never been one to attack a human being like me or like Chad, so that's a good thing. Anyhow, just wanted to introduce you to him, and let's get started. We're going to feed some animals this morning, like I said. Let's get our water on. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold myself accountable. You hold me accountable. See that garden? I'm hoping by the end of this video that I got some of that cleaned up. It is time. You know, I think I get to the point where I'm kind of over it. You know, here it is, middle of August, and the only thing really going now is tomatoes. So everything else can be cleaned up. I do have a couple of watermelon. I did pull one of them off the vine. The vine had turned brown, so I think it was done. And then got one more. I'm still watering, kind of getting it to grow. But they were supposed to be like 26 pounds, and I bet you they don't even weigh. I bet they're not even 9 pounds, maybe at the most, if even that. So I haven't cracked one open yet, but I will. I doubt they're probably edible for humans. Imagine the chickens or the pigs or somebody here is going to benefit from them. Oh, I put my deer. Okay, there we go. Put my deer food out, the corn, and there's one showing up right there. Pretty sky this morning. Hey, you girls want some wormies? Hi, Sam. Hi, Miss Harriet. How are you, hon? Guys, let's do some wormies. Let's get some breakfast. Come on, let's do it. You ready? It's actually not too hot out here right now, like 75 degrees. It's going to get hotter today, but it's perfect for wormy dancing. Yeah, I bet I can do this and not even work up a sweat. Let's give it a try. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Harrietta, you want to dance with me? Dance with me, Harrietta. That's a girl. There we go. They all say, "Dad, get out of here." There we go. All right, here, girls. Come on, get your wormies. Here, girls. Come on, here you go. Here you go, chick. Chick, it's good to see you out of the nesting box, honey. You know what? Glad you're out here. I don't have to run you out. All right, good enough. Get her scratched. Here, Ed. Here you go, guys. Here, girls. Here. Come on. Here we go. Come on, girls. Here we go. There we go. Get him. They're chasing crickets. They're jumping around, so they're chasing them. Did you get them? Did you get one? They're fast. You gotta be quick. By the way, while I'm doing this, I tell you, some of the comments about Elvis Presley, all the feedback, I've read a bunch of comments, and very entertaining, very informative. Some of you said, well, I wasn't even born. I was born after he had passed. Well, you're a young one, that's for sure. And then there were several of you who had stories of really being upset. You know, you're a big fan. Some folks were born in that era, kind of like me, but not a diehard Elvis fan, you know. But the feedback was incredible. I'm really glad I put that out there, and it was fun reading all of them, all the different stories about Elvis Presley and your where were you type thing, you know. It's amazing how some of you remembered the details. I was here at such and such, I was with my so-and-so, and it was, wow, pretty incredible. Oh, there's a little toad under there. I'm gonna have to get him. Yeah, you better get under, okay. He went in the hole. You better get in the hole, buddy boy. So that was a lot of fun. Well, I don't mean fun because Elvis passed. It was fun hearing the stories. You got me, right? I do like a lot of feedback on the 70s being a great era for music, because a lot of us grew up in that same time. That was our teenage years, you know, going to high school and junior high and high school. Good times. Uh-oh, take it easy. We're going to get, here in the next few days, we're going to get up to 97 degrees. It's been hot. You know, we haven't reached 100, I don't think, Fahrenheit. We've had some feels-like temperatures that way. It's been kind of a dry heat, not humid. And to me, when it's like that, to me, it almost even feels hotter. It's not quite as uncomfortable, but it feels even warmer without the humidity to me. And I still work up a sweat. I think I changed clothes 3 times yesterday. You're going to need it today. You're already panting. We'll get in the pool. Get your floaties. Sophia, what are you complaining about? Mercy. Noisy this morning. Hi, Mama. What are you doing this morning, Mama? You okay? What? Real? What's that for? Huh? What's that for? You're okay. You're okay. Hey, baby girl. Hey, baby. You okay this morning? That's a good girl. Hey, girls. Come on. We got to close the door. We're done in here. You don't want to be left in here. Come on, Farrah. Come on. Go on. That a girl. Go on out. There you go. Come on, Cher. Go on, girls. Go on. Thanks for the help. Got it. Appreciate it. Nope. That way. Oh, hang on. I know what I forgot. I know what you're waiting on. Here. There we go. Here you go, chick. Okay. Gotta have her dog food. I don't know. Everybody good? Get plenty? Everybody happy? You girls good? All right. You know what they say? Happy chickens, happy farm. They don't say that. I'm just saying it. Is everybody out? It's all right? It's all right. Come on, fellas. Now you two, you know you're not supposed to be coming in here. You know you can't stay. They pretty much know that they got to wait outside for their turn. All right, here we go. Hey, you got to get on up that way. Go on. Go on. All right, boys. Come on. Let's go. Come on. You know where to go. Rambo. Be nice to your brother, will you? Your little one. Come on. Hey, leave him alone. We don't have to be that way. No, you're showing off. You're showing your bad side to everybody. Yeah, come here. Here we go. Here, boo-boo. There we go, boo-boo. How you doing, big fella? How you doing, big fella? Hi, good buddy. Hi, Revel. You all right, buddy? Did you have a good night? I heard you barking. Heard you barking, doing your job. That's a good boy. Yep, he's a good boy. Pretty boy. Yep. I know. Yeah, that's a good boy. Okay. I was over here putting the food back out. Look, Mama Kitty on top of a couple of food bowls that are on top of a block, on top of the feed. Well, it's a storage bin. She's got her little perch there. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Not to be left out. Hi, JC. Oh, are we going to fight this morning? Going to play? Going to play around a little bit? Oh, okay. There we go. I have brushed her and brushed her and brushed hers to where a lot of that's off of her back. She's still got a lot on her rear end right there, and I had to cut some fur off. Just got all matted up. I'm hoping that kind of goes away eventually. He's the same way. Still got a lot of fur out here, but this up here is about trimmed out about as much as it can be. While the goats are in their pens eating, I do a little bit of maintenance. Dump their mats off where they come on here and poo-poo on them. This is the routine, folks, every day. Every day. I like it. I like the routine. It's all good. You know, I like it. Oh. Are we getting, look out. Zoomies, here we go. Playing tag, catch me if you can. And I sweep these mats off because P-Dub loves getting in here, and Fox, they come in here and lay on these mats. Well, that's our little cleanup. Do this every day. I get up here at night and lay on the pallets, make a mess up here. Here we go. Okay. Everybody done eating? Time for cookies. Get our cookies, Dad. Yep. Here, these are from Karen. Say, thanks, Karen. Got my cookies. Rambo, you done, bub? Ready for your cookie? All right, come here. There you go. Whoa, look out. Watch out. Okay, you eat all your food, Gizmo? Yeah, you did. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, and look at you. You cleaned your plate up, too. That's a good boy, Boo-Boo. Here. All right, come on out. All right, let's refill the hay. You ate quite a bit last night, and you spilled some on the floor. I just got through raking that up, kids. Tell you what we're going to do. Let's fluff this a little bit. There's more in there than meets the eye. There we go. Mix a little bit of the old with the new. Here we go, Rambo. Come on, guys. Let's go down here at the other end. Let's go feed the piggies. Come on, let's go. P-Dub, you ready? You ready? What are you looking at? There's something up there? Anytime you see a goat stop and just stare, he's not staring for just no reason. He sees something. They have excellent eyesight, day and night. Especially at night, their pupils get huge. Let a lot of light in, and they can see everything. So I pay attention if they're just staring. Oh, Canadian, look, you see them? Canadian chickens. There they go. Wow, they're low. Yeah, cool. We got a big pond over here across the street. And we got one behind us, and they fly from pond to pond. And it's seems like it's a little early, but I don't. Maybe not. Might be time for them. Yes, it is. They know better than I do. Hi, Livy, that pretty girl. Yeah, hang on, just give me a minute. I'll be in there in just a second, hon. Just a minute. Hang on. Just a second. P-Dub, I'll be there in just a minute, buddy. I'm going to put the bucket over there for you. Hang on. Everybody gets impatient. Today we have to go to my sister's mother-in-law's funeral. I told you she passed away a few days ago, so we got to do that this morning. And you know, I was thinking, and I was kind of wanting to get y'all's feeling. Oh, something bite me. Hang on. Woo, got me. Get y'all's feelings on this too. And when I say these things about what I'm getting ready to say, I'm just going to say it like I think it. I'm not a person who goes to, that's a horsefly, a lot of funerals. That doesn't mean that I don't know people who have passed that are friends or schoolmates or people that I know, acquaintances. I mean, I could go, but I of course, family members are an exception. Obviously, that's an exception. And I say all that to say this, that I know people, and you do too probably, maybe you're one of them, and it's great. I worked with a guy at the hospital for about 5 years. He was in his late 70s at the time. He passed away at 82, but in the time that I worked with him, and he went, folks, I kid you not, it was 2 funerals a week. Now, I would ask him, say, Jerry, do you know these people personally? Oh, I met them once, or they were part of this over here, and he really didn't know them personally, like a close friend. He just went to their funeral out of respect, out of something. I don't know. That's not me. Do you do that? Do you go to every funeral that somebody that you'll see it in the paper, you'll hear about it, and say, oh, I need to go to their funeral? He would go to the visitation, the funeral, whatever it was. It was like a social event almost to him. And again, don't take that wrong, okay? There's nothing wrong with it. In fact, you know what the old saying is, if you want people to come to your funeral, you'll go to funerals. So therefore, when I have my funeral, my family will be there, but nobody else will. So there you go. Come here, girls. Come on. All right, hang on, just a minute, just a minute. Okay, there we go. All right, okay. Better now. All right, oh. Giddy up, ride 'em, cowboy. That's good girls. There you go. Good girls, yeah. Good girls. There you go. You're quite entertaining when you get your crackers. You know what now? Don't do that. Here, Gizmo. Here, buddy. Here, boo-boo. Here, boo-boo. I got you. That a boy. Where's the puppies? All right, let's get the puppies. Here, Bubba. Got it? There we go. There you go. Got it? Don't drop. Oh, you dropped it. Here, Sissy. Sissy eats like a lady. One at a time. There we go. Yep, nice and slow. That a girl. There we go. Bubba got your ear slobbery. That silly boy. Look, he's up there. What you didn't see, which I did, he got on the blocks, then jumped up on top. And I was wondering if they would ever get up there after I fixed that. I still got a little work to do on that last pole, but you know, how about that? Makes it a lot easier for him to get up there. But he's the first one that I've seen get up there since I've fixed it. Looks pretty sturdy. The gentleman I'm talking about that went to these funerals, you know, I guess I kind of look at it this way. Over the years, you know, working at, oh my goodness, the sun's right in my eyeballs. It's pretty though. Pretty coming through the trees like that. I love this walk, always. You work with folks for a long time, and let's say, like when my mom passed, I don't think anybody they work with came to the funeral. I'd worked there at that point, it'd been almost probably 18, 19 years, you know, something like that. And that's okay, it didn't bother me. I didn't go to some of what their parents passed, I didn't go to theirs. They understood, and it's okay. But some people would have gone to every funeral of everybody, and yeah, out of respect, out of some, whatever, you know. But it didn't bother me if somebody didn't come to one of my relatives or so forth. I know we're busy, you know, a lot of things going on, and some people find funerals, obviously, you know, bothersome, or bothersome in the fact that it's a funeral, somebody's passed, and it just bothers them to go, and I get that too. I also know that, you know, as we get older, a lot of people are gonna pass, so the chances of having to go to funerals more often are increased. I get that, but I'm throwing it out there just kind of to see if anybody else out there is kind of like me, kind of feels that way, or are you the type of person who goes to every funeral, whether you knew them well or not? I'm not talking about. I'm kind of excluding family on that deal. Families to me is a given. So anyway, that's just something I was thinking of this morning as I was getting ready to come out here, and I thought, you know, I'm going to ask everybody and see how they feel about that, because sometimes, honestly, I feel guilty about it. I feel guilty, like I should go to every funeral and every visitation and all of that, you know. Should I feel guilty? I don't know. If I feel guilty, maybe I should be going. It's a thing. Let me know. Here the chickens, it's about egg laying time, or they've laid them, or they're rooting somebody on to lay them, or they're getting ready to lay them, whatever. But you know how they are, making a bunch of noise right now. I told you earlier that I was going to clean up the garden area, and before I did that, though, I had 2 watermelons that I picked. It's the only 2 that really survived. These are far cry from 18-pound watermelons. They look more like the ones you get at Walmart that say they're seedless. These are not seedless watermelon. I doubt they're going to be any good on the inside. I know that's kind of a negative attitude, but I would be shocked if they were nice and ripe and juicy after the way my gardens produce, folks. But let's cut them open and see what they are like on the inside. Now, who's going to benefit from it? Well, the chickens are today. Yeah, we're going to give them to the chickens. Let's see what they look like, okay? Just curious. I mean, they sound pretty good. You know, I know maybe a little solid, I'm not sure, but now Leanne and I have already had our fill of watermelon this year, so cutting these open and giving them to the chickens, it's no big deal. Wow, look at that. Well, that's not horrible. That's not bad. Hey, all right, I'm just curious. Well, it's kind of mushy. Well, I don't know. Wait, let's see what that tastes like before anybody else gets any. Hang on a minute. You know what? That ain't bad. That's not bad. Maybe that is a little bit of success there. You know what? That's pretty good. You like that? What do you think, Reba? That's pretty good, isn't it, girl? That's not bad at all. Wow. I'm surprised. They're not as big as I thought, but that's not terrible. And chickens can eat seeds, by the way. They can eat watermelon seeds. It doesn't hurt them. In fact, they said there's some form of nutrition in there for them, you know. Like everything else, it's moderation, but yeah, we'll give them a little surprise treat here of watermelon, but you know, by golly, look at there. Hey, how about that, guys? You want some watermelon? Here, come here. Come on, let's share. We'll divide it up. Everybody gets a little taste. I'll have to cut that other one up too. This may be my one claim to fame this year. The watermelon turned out all right, not too bad. I'd like for it to be a little darker red, but I went by with the stem right here. It turned pretty brown already. So I thought, you know, I better get it off there. Now this one actually had sat after I picked it, you know, for a few days out on the back porch. I don't know if it continued to ripen or how that works, but here, girls, come on, get some watermelon. Come on. And being it has seeds in it, I'm going to let the chickens have this. I'm not going to take that over to the dogs and get seeds for them. I don't want them, you know, like choking or the goats and all that kind of stuff. So that might be a little bit of a hazard. So let's cut this one open too. I'm curious to see what it looks like. This one I just took off the vine 15 minutes ago. It looks like about the same. That's pretty good. That is good. Here you go. Oh, grief. Goodness gracious. You girls are benefiting today from the good watermelon. How about that? That ain't bad at all. I'll have to brag about that to Shannon. Say, hey, guess what I did? I grew some decent watermelon finally. Here, want some watermelon? Come here, get some watermelon. Come on, girls. Here you go. I'll get you some watermelon, hon. They'll eventually get it. They'll be out here all over this watermelon pretty soon. Enjoy, girls. You're welcome. All right, now the garden. You can see it's a little bit cloudy today. It was supposed to be hot like it was yesterday, and the day before, but we had about an hour and a half ago, it got real windy, really windy. I had a little cloud cover come through quite a bit, actually. I thought it was going to rain. Turns out it was north of us, but we're benefiting from that, catching some of these clouds, so it's actually a perfect time to clean out this garden. So I don't want to bore you too much with it, but here's kind of a picture of, we'll show you a little picture of before, a little bit after. And I got to get some tomatoes off. I'm not going to cut those down right now, but I got to get some tomatoes out of there. But for the rest of it, let's make it look pretty. What do you say? That corn, here's something interesting. I'll show you something. It's kind of weird. Now, I have not seen any deer in here or anything at all, but somebody came in here, some animal, got in and they've taken this corn, knocked it down, and they've been eating on something over here. I don't know what it is. I don't know, birds? Could birds have gotten in there? I don't know. Odd. I don't know. They had their fill. Hope they enjoyed it. Somebody sent me a video on about an idea of how to stake this corn up a little bit differently next year. This worked out pretty well, what I did, but I'm always open to suggestions, so I may try something a little different next year. We'll see. I just appreciate everybody sending me their ideas. This is electric fence stakes right here. That's what I used. It worked. The last thing I do is cut these daylilies down, then we'll be done. What do you think? A little bit different, other than the tomatoes. Man, it looks much better. I like that. To think a little over 90 days ago, put my first seed in the ground. We did grow things to eat. Some were successful, some were not. The things that I that I failed in. Well, one was the zucchini. Mine got those squash bugs, and I can treat the soil for that next year. But other than that, the tomatoes, I've had good success with tomatoes. But I had watermelon and cantaloupe and the pumpkin, and those are the things that I really would like to try to master. We don't eat peppers, okra, a lot of those spices, those things like that. I'll try again next year, and I'll try again the next year. You know, it's something I look forward to every fall coming into spring. And then I'm also glad when it's time to kind of move on. But it's a little bittersweet, and I will get all excited again next year, and we'll be ready to go. I did have quite a bit of success with our blackberries, though. I've got some there to pick, mostly just on this end. That's where the deer ate them down there. I didn't have too many, but I've gotten a lot of blackberries off of here, so that's a really good success too. Yep, not bad at all. See any bugs on that? I don't know. It's warm. Oh, it's good. So anyhow, I'll still get tomatoes for the animals, a few for myself. We look forward to next year. Go ahead, you start.
I don't know.
Well, you want to talk about Shadow first? Get
Sure.
it going?
Yep.
Well, Shadow has been doing really, really well at night and during the day when we leave, for the most part. You know, we had a not a fear, but a thing of maybe he would chew on stuff, and he's been pretty good. We put a few things up. Well, we went to the funeral this week, and that's the first time, I guess, maybe during the day that we've both been gone. Is that something like that? Is that right?
We've been gone before, but not quite that long, because, you know, we went to the burial and we were with the family some, and we were gone for several
4
hours. And then
hours.
we went and ate, you know,
Yeah,
you
4
just
hours,
you and I.
4.5.
Yeah.
So we came back though, and he had ransacked the front room. He got a box of Kleenex,
Just shredded them everywhere.
tore up his collar,
Yep.
the cone,
The cone.
right?
He tore
Just-
up my beanbag thing that I set my my iPad on when I'm editing, and just,
Yeah.
you know, little white
Yeah.
pellets coming everywhere out of it.
Yeah. And then, now I wonder if that happened that same time and you just missed it. Found your Bible, your study.
That was this morning while I was here getting ready. It was today.
Now, was that your Bible or your study?
No, that was my Bible. I had ordered a new Bible I gave my study application to Matt, and I ordered another one, and I had, you know, put it in. I got a table, because Ralph has a table, and I got a real skinny table. It has, you know, uprights on both sides. It's open in the back and open in the front. I put my Bible in there. I have another devotion that Karen sent me that I've been looking through, because I'm going to start on it too. And I had a password book that I'm trying to help him get stuff organized. He chewed up the password book, tore a piece of paper out of it. He took my Bible and took the actual cover. It's a hardbound book. Took the cover off of it. He didn't tear it up, but he did get a page out of my Bible and tore it. I mean, I was so upset with him this morning, because I was sitting back there and I thought you were in the house. You were still out feeding. So I come in here and there's my Bible laying on the floor, flipped over, and I'm just looking at him, you know, like, I can't believe you did that. I don't know.
Yeah, he knows you're talking about him right now.
Well, and Matt and I had a long conversation last night. He said, Mom, if you're not going to crate him, which I would crate him, somebody else doesn't agree, but he said, you're going to have to keep him on that medicine they sent. So I gave him 3 last night. I gave him 3 this morning. I don't see that it's doing anything.
Really?
Do you?
Well, he gets pretty mellow. You know, I think a lot of times, like when I come home today, we've been trying to knock back a little bit of the canned food, not too successfully. And I had bought 2 different kinds, the ground and then the whole chunks. So we figured he didn't like the whole chunks. But when he gets hungry, he gets very fidgety, he gets hangry. I know the feeling. I do the same thing.
And had a picture last night that it looked like he hiked his leg on the couch.
Yeah.
And I saw that, and I thought, if I go in there and that couch has been peed on, he is in big trouble. But Ralph swears up and down he didn't do it. There's nothing wet. He doesn't smell anything.
But where did he pee?
Well, I walked in the other night at 11 o'clock, and checked on him. And I walked into the utility room and I walked across the rug and I was barefooted. Usually I have house shoes on. I was barefooted and I stepped on the rug and there was a big puddle, like a wet spot. And I thought, how did he get that water out of that? Because I have a self-watering thing in there. And I thought, how did he do that? And so I went back down the hall and realized my foot was sticky. So I go into the guest bathroom and I find a Clorox wipe instead of a baby wipe. And I'm wiping off the bottom of my feet. And I was still half out of it. And I went to bed. So the next morning he gets up and he went in and checked it because I brought it up to you. And
well, I picked it up and it was a pretty big spot. He had peed and there on that runner. The thing is, it had only been about 3 hours.
Oh, it had not been that long.
Had he been that long?
No, you look at the camera, it was 9:25. I took him out right before we went to bed, which is what, 8:30?
Uh-huh.
And he peed again.
You got it.
Man, it's just, I'm trying to love this dog. I'm trying to, I did.
Yeah, the level of frustration, we were kind of trying to roll with it, but there are times when you just, it's a challenge. We're getting through it. The crating, perhaps if we had crated him from the get-go, I think if we crate him now, just like the other night when we
didn't have him from the get-go.
Yeah, but if I do believe if we put him in that crate now, he would scream bloody murder. Y'all may disagree with me on that.
He would at night. He would at night. But what I'm referring to is if we have an hour during the day that we're both going to be gone, we need to crate him. We need to get him used to it.
When you crate him at night so that we're here and he can get used to it.
There's no way you're going to be able to sleep with him whining
well,
like that.
I know. That's why I don't want to crate him at night because I got to get my half-hour sleep in somehow. But it's guys, listen, it's
a small problem, but it turns into a big problem and it causes friction between us.
We took this on.
I know.
So we can't blame him. This is something we have to deal with. We either deal with it.
So I need to blame you that he chewed up my Bible?
Well, I don't care. I mean, it doesn't matter to me whether I get.
I know that part of the problem is he has a lot of pent-up energy. We get that. We knew that was going to be tough.
Yeah.
But,
No, we do that right now.
Well, the meds are supposed to keep him calm. Well, the other morning when you went out, and I had no idea, Ralph doesn't remember whether he left the gate open, the guard gate.
I left it open. I had to. It's either open or closed, and it had to be open. It had to be me.
You just thought if he needed somebody, he'd come down the hall and wake me up, right?
I
hear this and another, and I thought, what is he doing? And I thought he was in here playing with him, and I thought, he knows.
She didn't think this was funny the other day, by the way.
No, and I don't think it's funny now because by the time I got to him, he was panting, and he's not supposed to get to that worked up.
I know.
I came in, and our new runners were all crinkled up, and and I'm thinking, what in the world happened? But he just knew that he wasn't in here. He knew I was still back there, so he was determined that he was going to let me know. I thought he had jumped the gate or something, So
you feel better now? Do you feel better?
No, I don't.
Get it out.
You didn't admit it until we got on camera, and then you went, "Yep, I did it. I know, I did it."
I
knew you did.
I know. Well, I didn't do it on purpose. It's not like I left the gate open in the bedroom door just so he could run up and.
I think you thought maybe he'll go wake her up and she'll get out of bed.
This is not exactly how I envisioned this conversation going. Okay.
And now look at him. He's so angelic. He's just laying there chewing on
I don't believe in accidents.
Toy.
I'm fairly certain that God put him in our lives, or vice versa. We are definitely having to work through some things.
Matt comes over and he's just so angelic for Matt. And Matt's like, oh, he says, I'm just so thankful what you guys are doing for him. And, maybe 6 months down the road. And we're both going, 6 months?
We're not waiting 6 months. What else? Oh, by the way, yeah, Willie, are we good on the dog?
We're good on the dog.
That it's all my fault?
It's all your fault.
There you
I'm
go.
good with that.
Now you know. I can't wait to hear the comments about my funeral.
You want to hear mine?
Pose the questions about funerals.
I haven't said a word about it.
Take it away. The floor is yours.
I think if you feel guilty, then you should be going.
Huh.
We went to Jerry's, though. I mean, we went to people that you know. I mean, if you're talking about just knowing there's a funeral and you don't really know the people all that well, I understand. You surely don't feel guilty over those. You don't feel guilty over a lot of things. So that doesn't make you feel guilty.
Guilt is a sin.
It is a sin.
Guilty is a sin.
It is a sin. But not going to somebody's funeral. If you hadn't gone to Jerry's, But we went. We both went.
I talked about that though. I mean, if they're because I made the analogy that some people like him would go to funerals if he didn't know him very well. Just a social thing, and I think it's out of respect, but that's my opinion. Y'all got your opinion. I got mine. I don't mind you lighting me up. It won't bother me, but this is a discussion we've had before. I've talked to other people about it. And, some people just don't like to go to funerals because they're depressing, because they're this, because of that.
I don't like going either.
Well,
but,
it's out of respect.
It is. It is.
But I'm just curious. Bared my soul out there on that, and let me have it. Somebody said that we're not pronouncing Is it O-P-P-O-S?
No, they didn't say we weren't pronouncing it.
Was it O-P-P-O-S-S-U-M?
They said we don't have possums, P-O-S-S-U-M.
Okay.
We have opossums, only it's not pronounced opossum.
I tell you what, technically, you're right. You go to anybody almost in the United States of America, unless they're from the north, or I don't know who it is, somebody that knows how to speak perfect English. The O will be silent. It's even you look it up, the O is silent, and we don't even say it, we say possum. And a possum is a possum everywhere, but guess what? It's really not. Technically, we should say U-H, a possum. It's a possum. Not O, not opossum. It's a possum. That's North America and some North Atlantic, whatever. In Australia and some other places, especially Australia, they call them possum. P-O-S-S-U-M. We pronounce it like they do down in Australia, but
well, apparently a lot of them knew that.
They are different. They're both marsupials, but they're very, very close. Ours have the no hair on the tail. Theirs has hair on the tail. Ours has the long snout. Theirs has a short snout. So they're very close. A possum. Theirs is possum. We say possum here.
We've got opossums then, because we've got several of them are out there. There was last night around 9 something, and then again around 3 something.
Yeah, he came in about 5 o'clock, and I gave a little toot. We have I gave a little toot, but I mean, I didn't.
on the camera, we have
Cameron has a little siren, so he's out there, and I hit the siren button, and he goes, and took off. I'm trying to catch him. I got the traps. Somebody said you got to put the food up, and I may end up the cat food.
Well, somebody also said, many said, Ralph, you have to take that opossum at least 20 miles away from your home for it to not find its way back.
I ain't wasting the gas. I'll figure something else out. Anyhow, I'll get that possum.
A possum.
I'll get a possum. That a possum that's coming out there. Oh my word. For those of you that make it all the way to the end of our videos, the Rock and Talks, we know that those are mostly our loyal Doss Farms family members. We greatly appreciate it. Chad has said that many times. You get to this point, you've watched all the video, and we're very grateful. And then we can talk.
Now put him to sleep.
Now he's laying down. Yeah, I put him to sleep. I tell you what, if you made it to the end of this video, getting through that first part, I really do appreciate it. I try to do my best to be entertaining, do a great video. I felt like cleaning out the garden. I'm thinking, well, what else can I do? And feeding the animals and so forth. But I think Chad said it best, and there's some folks that I've heard say that on other channels. I'm going to film what I do every day. That was something that needed to be done. I filmed it. You cut it up. I filmed a little bit of feeding the animals.
I made it fast too. Did you notice?
Yeah, you made it real fast.
It flowed.
So, yeah. If you made it this far in the video, then you are truly a Dossaholic.
Yes.
And we greatly appreciate it.
We do.
And we really do. We really do.
We're struggling. I think it's time that we say goodnight, Gracie.
Well, thank you guys. God bless all of you. We do really appreciate. Sometimes this is how it goes. Sometimes the brain is so full of stuff, and there's a disconnect between here and here, and I can't get everything out at the same time. God bless you. Keep strong. I always do this because I have a T-shirt. Keep strong. Pray on. Until next time, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you guys. Put him to sleep anyway.
Yeah. He listened to the video. Put him right out.
He's looking at you with one eye. He's saying his prayers.
Dad, please shut up.
He's saying, please help me, God, to not tear anything else up in this house.
Oh, God.
Otherwise, I might be looking for a new home.
Oh, he's so pretty.